Hello viewers, welcome to our TV program on NTR, Faith and Astrology. We are going to speak about some topics, about messages of the sky. And we are in September at the moment, and we are in Virgo. And of course there are some planet movements in zodiac, and we are going to talk about this, and I'm going to give you new zikr about Asma al-Husna and what we are going to do. And just before starting this, but I want to summarize what happened in last few years. Let's remember in between 2015 and 17, the Saturn was in Sagittarius, and there was terrorism in the world, and of course they were bombing some places and also the airports, and tourism had stopped in between 2015 and 2017. But when Saturn entered inside of Capricorn, in between nearly about 2017 and 2019, the business stopped. World economy got slower and slower day by day, while Saturn was traveling inside of Capricorn. Unfortunately, Saturn started movement inside of Aquarius starting from 2020. And Corona started as well, and the world started being tested by technology, vaccinations, some travel bans. Many things stopped, and many people, millions of people, got infected by Corona, and many people died as well, unfortunately. And still Saturn is in Aquarius, and we are being tested by the technology. Still we are being vaccinated, corona vaccinations, the first doses, and the first dose and second dose vaccinations, and maybe third and the fourth, fifth will be done in the future till 2023. So we have to be careful, we have to protect ourselves, we have to take care of about health, we must stay away from people while we are speaking, and we have to speak with the mask. And I know this is terrible, really. It's not easy, especially in some countries who have got some close relations inside. Culturally, it's not easy, really. But on the other hand, this is illness, unfortunately, it's very contagious. So we have to be very careful about the coronavirus. And people are asking me on social media accounts when this is going to end. I clearly explained this. While the Saturn is turning inside of Aquarius, we are going to be tested by technology and about programs, plans, being together, because Aquarius is the Aquarius is the horoscope of being together, friendship, coming together. In Arabic, Jami, Juma, Jumhuriya, Jumhur, it's all Jum. Is in Arabic languages it means coming together. In Latin, common company, common community. It's in Latin in com. This word is typical Aquarius word. So this has been broken since 2020, unfortunately, and we have to stand against this kind of thing. And on the other hand, we have to be very careful using water, because when Saturn enters, starts going inside of Pisces, Pisces is water, so the world will be tested by climate change heavily, and what we have seen today is nothing comparing what will happen in between 2023 and 2025. So we have to know the value of the water, and as human being, we have to use solar energy, wind energy, producing clean drinking water from the oceans. So we have to get ready for this, because world is going to get much more warmer and warmer. So we will need water really for agriculture, for food, and agricultural areas are getting dried, and because of the shortage of the water, rain, and the rain is not raining regularly. It is raining heavily, cats and dogs, and floodings everywhere in Turkey, in the north of Turkey. We have seen floodings, and many people died in northern Turkey, unfortunately, just because of these floodings. 1 year amount of average, nearly in the Black Sea coast in Turkey, is very green, very rainy normally, but it rains terribly, and many people died in the northern Turkey just because of this flooding. It is because of climate change. We have to be very careful about this. And also we have suffered forest burns in the southern Turkey, and not only Turkey but also some other European, southern European countries, even in Finland, in northern Europe, even in Russia, a lot of places, foresty places, burned, and many animals died, unfortunately. This can occur again, so we have to fight against this climate changing. So we have to be very careful our consumption. Plastics, we shouldn't throw the plastic into the nature. Because those plastics damaging the fish, a lot of living things inside of the oceans. We have to be together, because we are living in this planet, on this planet together. So we have to be careful about planting trees, and also obtaining clean water to drink. So in between 23 and 25, we have to get ready for the water shortage. And I recommend Turkey and also African countries finding some solutions, obtaining clean water from the sea, oceans. This is very important project, because millions of people, they need drinking water, they need water for cleaning, and that is why we need a solidarity. Finally, Alhamdulillah, thank God, Turkey built a solar panel factory, and Turkey understood the value of the solar energy, and every day new wind electricity mills have been being built by the government, by the companies in our country. So the same thing should be done in Africa. Africa is normally a rich country and a lot of natural sources. There are a lot of natural sources in Africa, and this is giving a wonderful feature for Africa. This has to be used by African people. They have to create this wealth for their own countries, for their own citizens, and this is important. And Turkey is trying to do her best for helping African brother countries, especially in Sahara, Eastern Sahara. Even I have some friends, they are trying to teach modern agricultural techniques in Somalia, Sudan, this area really. And Turkey is in Africa not because of imperialistic aims. Even during the time of Ottoman Empire, also today, we see Africans as brothers and sisters really. It doesn't matter they are Muslims or they are Christians, Africans. We have great sympathy for Africans just because of also first person, black colored person who recited Azan at the top of Kaaba. His Bilal-i Habeshi, Bilal the Ethiopian. He was very famous. Anyway, after 25, what can occur? How we are going to go, and the world, how is it going to go after 25 till 28? The Saturn will start movements inside of areas, so we have to be careful about the wars really and the conflicts just because of water, just because of climate changing, and also global immigration will be much more heavier problems in the world. So just because of the shortage of food and this kind of things, if we don't want to leave this kind of things, we have to live in peace and share really what we have. Sharing is very important. That is why a very important principle of Islam is zakah means the money must be given to those in need, especially in north of Kaaba is indicating the earth. And the rich countries, the north of Kaaba, there are rich countries, and they should help the poor countries on the west part of Kaaba, that is Sahara, because it's very dry, and the people in the Sahara, the brothers and sisters in the Sahara, should be helped by the northern part of Kaaba, this earth side, and the fire side is the west part of Kaaba, and we remember every Ramadan fasting, and then we remember this important message. And I have some friends also, they are trying to open water well in Sahara. Our hearts are with African brothers and sisters. Let's start about the planet movements in zodiac. The most important thing, new moon and also full moon. In September, a new moon will be in Virgo, and full moon will be in Pisces. Full moon new moon will be on the 7th of September in Virgo. This has got some messages for Virgo and the Pisces, and some also other horoscopes. And full moon will be in Pisces on the 14th of September, inshallah. And 21st of September. 21st of September, full moon will be in Pisces. So what is the message of this? New moon finishing something and starting new thing. New moon message. But the full moon is trying to complete what we are trying to do, and that is indicating the top point about the process. So for helping our endeavors and the work, we have to recite on Wednesday and Thursday, reciting especially when the sun goes down on Tuesdays. We have to recite especially this zikr. Ya Şafi vel Hafız vel Basir ve Semi. This is very important zikr for starting new thing and taking energy for starting new process. So new moon doesn't mean a very bad thing. I am not a pessimistic astrologer. Islamic astrology is not the pessimistic astrology. So what I can say you is please take care of your zikr, especially Tuesday when sun goes down on Tuesday evening. So start your zikr, please, right after sun goes down, before the Maghrib pray. Then if you do it with the glass of water, the water takes all the energy really. So when you drink it with basmala, in the name of God, compassionate, the compassionate and the most merciful, this is going to be really nice for you. You're going to take the energy of shifa, cure, and also protection with al-hafiz, and also basir, with seeing the details for starting new things, and the semi, also hearing and understanding positions. So that is the hikmat, deep meaning of the zikr really. And you should do another zikr for full moon, especially ones who are working for new projects, trying to finish it, trying to coming to an end for the process. Full moon is giving a message. Please stay away a little bit emotions. Try to be logical. Get concentration, and also try to focus it. Make a good algorithm. Algorithm comes from Al-Khwarizmi. Algorithm is the father of computer programming really. And Al-Khwarizmi is a great Muslim scientist. When he discovered this, he found it from the Quran's chapter orders. Because Quran's chapter orders, Nuzul order is coming down order is different. Musaf, today's order is different. Why was that? Because when Quran started with Alaq, Kalam, Muddasir, Muzammil chapters, first Meccan chapters were trying to trying to give him or her personality of revolution. And also, after building the personality, Muslim, a person who found the peace, because Salam, Islam, Muslim are the same word. Salam is the name of God, means peace-giving God. Islam means not religion. Islam means responsibility who gives peace your heart. I repeat again, responsibility gives a person to Muslim peace in the heart. And the Muslim means who found peace from the God and with the responsibilities on the shoulder and the giving peace to other people really. Are we really this kind of Muslim today? No. As I told you, I was atheist long time ago. I read about Quran long years. I read Old Testament, New Testament, Quran, and then I found the reality, this kind of sources inside of Quran really. We have to try to understand Quran, what it is really saying. That is very important point, the peace. And the zikr is one of the most important part of inside of peace. But also sadaqah, infaq, and zakah. The money should be given to the poor people, sharing with the other. This is also bringing peace because you share something. This can be your time, this can be your money, this can be your education, anything you can share, even smile. When you smile, this is also sadaqah. And this kind of sharing is bringing the peace in the society. And Medina chapters, Madani chapters, the other, ayats, verses, when Prophet Muhammad was inside of Medina, this had built the society. Medina means city. Madaniya means civilization. What was Srat? Srat was a old Greek word which was mentioned in Quran. It means Sharia, means street. Street has got rules, and the traffic sides of the rules tells us how to go on the street. And the traffic sign in Arabic language, sign means verse, ayah. Ayah comes from I also in Arabic language. So we have to keep our movements on the Sirat Mustaqim, main street of Quran in Medina, in the city. There is also another way. What was that? The way on the desert dunes. And the way on the desert dunes in Arabic language, in Turkish, it is patika, comes from also Greek. And also path in English, path. The road has no rules on the mountains, on the desert dunes. Who are walking on there? The Badawi. Badawi, it is not Madani. Islam tried to make Badawi to Madani. So a lot of verses in Madani ayats told us how to build a Madani society with Islam, with the peace. So the road on the desert dune is tariqah. Tariqah, there were two different kinds of tariqahs. Taking you from desert dune to the city and the street of the city, the road, the street of Allah. This is great tariqah. Long time ago, there were some tariqahs in Turkey also. You know, Yunus Emre, Hoca Ahmet Yesevi in central Turkey. They were making a wonderful tariqah. They are taking you from the mountains, from the villages, from the desert dunes, taking you to the city, to the civilization. When we read Quran, a lot of verses are about civilization, telling us knocking the door before entering the home, taking the permission before entering, and also not walking proudly on the streets, and walking on the streets without snobby manners, walking on the street like a gentleman. Quran tried to make us gentlemen and lady. For being a Muslim gentleman, we have to speak softly. We have to speak each other gently, softly speaking. This is very important point, but we are ignoring this kind of things in Islam. This is very important point, friends, viewers, and also learning read is important point, first order of Quran. But in the Musaf today, Quran starts with Enzu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, bismillahir rahmanir rahim. That means I take refuge, Allah. But the first Enzu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, rajim has got two meanings: responsibility and also remembering us responsibility, because when you don't follow your responsibilities, you are like a stone doing nothing. and also to be stoned, rajim. When you are immoral, ancient Arabs, they were stoning any person who is lying, were being stoned long time ago. So when the Muslims started reading Quran first time, they understood they have to have moral values first with Anzubillahi minash shaitanir rajim. And secondly, in the name of Bismi Allah, Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim, and that was in the name of God, most compassionate and the most merciful. So reaching the compassionate, merciful heart of God, you have to be first with moral values. Moral values is important. And secondly is Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, not being unthankful. So we shouldn't be unthankful. We shouldn't be unthankful. We should be thankful. We should thank each other. This is also very civilized word, thank you. And shukur for Allah. Tashakkur is thanking to the people. Ash-Shakur is the name of God. He deserves being thanked because of the things he gave. So, returning back to the astrology full moon, I give you a message about every Thursday till 21st or after 21st in this month, I recommend you to recite the name of God. Ya Mumin vel Muhaymin Jalla Jalaluhu. Ya Mumin vel Muhaymin Jalla Jalaluhu has got very deep meanings. Mu'min and Muhaymin is concerning with security and the trust. And as I told you, a person, Muslim, means the person who gives peace other by smiling, sharing, this kind of things. So when we do this, we are going to be trustable. When we are being trusted, so we are going to be al-Mu'min. Mu'min. Mu'min is also the name of God, Al-Mu'min. Al-Mu'min, when we translate into English, means the God who gives Iman and also the God who is trusted. So when we don't trust in the God, so we cannot talk about real faith, dear Iman. So having this kind of wonderful trust for the Lord of the universe, I recommend you to recite for increasement of the trust for the Lord of the universe. Ya Mu'min vel Muhaymin. New moon is the message for the after the sunrise. After the sunrise on Thursdays, after the sunrise about 40 minutes later, because not while sun is rising up. After the sunrise about 40 or 1 hour later, because according to Islamic belief, while sun is rising up, reciting names or praying is not very welcomed, because a lot of mushriks, polytheists, they believed in the sun as a god. While sun is going up, in the Middle East, some cultures are praying to the sun. So we shouldn't give this kind of appearance to the others while we are reciting the names of the Lord while sun rising up. After the 40 minutes and 1 hour is better. So this is going to bring your inside of our heart a peace. I know we are living very hard days today in the world. I know some of you were at homes and you got bored because of staying at home long time. And a lot of people got depression. Satan is coming, from right side, left side, in front and the back side. He says this in Quran. In fact, Satan is our nafs. He knows, our nafs knows us very well. Some of us are anxious about future, and that is why Shaitan is reminding the future and making some anxious ideas on our mind. So we get anxious, so we get anxiety disease, mental disease. So stopping the Satan from every side, I recommend you to do this movement. You don't need pills really. Just touch your heart and make a turning around of your heart, owing a little bit, just like this, from right to left, just like a Hajj pilgrim around of Kaaba, just like your heart is Kaaba and your hand is moving, making a circle, and recite this please. Oh my God, who is As-Salam, who gives the peace in the heart, I kindly request you, please give my heart sakinat, sukunat, and also huzur. Sakinat, sukunat, and the huzur means peace, according to Quran. Just do this few times. You're gonna feel yourself really so comfortable, because everything starts by thinking and also by feeling. So the feeling is also important. Starting the Lord of the universe. We have air now. We have drinking water. We have land to walk on. And a lot of things had been given to us. This world is enough for everyone. The problem is sharing. So that is why zakah is against interest rates. Interest is taking without doing anything. Zakah is giving the poor people just to help them. Anyone who hasn't got value in the hands. So this can bring the peace really. Islam is the religion of peace, not the terrorism or other things. And it gives peace. If some are doing this kind of terrorist movements in some countries, this is not Islamic really, this is satanic. They don't understand really what Quran says. I recommend them to ask themselves why this Quran was starting with Alaq, why it was changed to starting with Fatiha chapter. This is an important point. Anyway, thank you very much for being with us. Hope to see you again, inshallah, next episode. Stay with us, please, and stay with the hope of the Lord. And please try to be optimistic for the future. Because our endeavor, our prayer, can change many things. Goodbye.